A lot of people wonder how prolific bloggers always have fresh content ideas, but my question is, how don't you have fresh content ideas? There are so many possibilities, and even if you run out of ideas in your own head, there's plenty of inspiration out there on the web if you know where to look. For example, Buzzsumo is a really interesting tool that allows you to explore the top performing content for any topic or competitor. So you enter a topic or domain into the search bar, and it shows you the most popular content within a specified time period based on social media shares. This can teach you a lot about the types of content your target audience loves, which can serve as a guide for your own strategy. You can also use it to find where your competitors may be lacking. So you can look through all the top content on a particular subject and identify areas where you can create something better. Quora is one of my favorite sites on the web. It's a Q&A service where people ask and answer questions on thousands of different topics, and the questions get answered by real people with real experience. So what does this have to do with finding content ideas? Well, you can sign up for Quora and follow topics related to your blog, and then you'll have all kinds of questions asked by real people in your target audience that you can then incorporate into your content strategy. If there's a relevant question that a lot of people are following on Quora, it means there's demand for an answer, and you can write a great blog post based on that. Reddit can be a goldmine for content ideas straight from the people you're trying to reach. If you're not familiar with how Reddit works, it's a message board website divided into various boards called subreddits, which are each focused on a particular topic. You can find a subreddit for just about anything. As a general rule, I'd say if there are at least 4 people interested in a topic, there's probably a subreddit for it. So you find a couple of relevant subreddits and look at what's being posted there. Pay attention to the types of links that get a lot of upvotes, but also dig into the text posts and comments to see what kinds of conversations are happening. Chances are you'll find more than a few potential content ideas. Next we have forums. Much like Reddit, forums are a place where your target market hangs out, so you can dig through the archives and find a lot of great content ideas. To find forums focused on your topic, you can head over to Google and search for something like your topic forums, or use a website like thebiggestboards.com, which lists popular forums by category. Facebook and LinkedIn groups are very similar to forums, but they're a lot more popular and accessible in the age of social media. Public groups are searchable, so find yourself some relevant groups and pay attention to the recurring questions and conversation topics, and you'll come away with some solid inspiration. Industry publications. Look at what's being written on large blogs and publications in your industry, and use the headlines as inspiration, but also follow what's happening in the comment sections of those articles, because again, that's where you get a taste of what people are actually thinking and what questions are being asked. Speaking of comments, make sure you're always reading your comments and noting any repeat questions or other trends that you could use for future content. You can also just ask people what they want from you. Nobody knows your readers better than, well, your readers. Finally, looking back at your past content is a fantastic way to brainstorm and plan new content. Always be monitoring what's working and what's not so you can build on your best content and focus your execution on things that actually drive results. So if list posts perform really well for you, do more of those. If a particular tutorial has gotten really popular, consider supplementing it with related tutorials on similar topics. This is really just the tip of the iceberg. There are a ton of ways to find out what your target audience is looking for, but this list is a good start. Like I said earlier, content strategy is all about the question, how and to whom will you provide value?